check sound 1 2 sound 1 2 check sound 1 2 sound check sound 1 2 testing sound 1 2 check sound 1 2 check sound 1 2 sound 1 2.
Good afternoon, family, friends. Special thank you also to those that made the journey from Cape Town, Joburg, New Zealand, France, and Australia. Thank you all for being here today as we gather to honor and celebrate the life of our beloved Aunt Padmini. Though our hearts are heavy with loss, they're also full of gratitude. Gratitude for the love she gave so freely, the wisdom she shared, and the countless ways she touched each of our lives. Today is not only a moment to mourn her passing, but also an opportunity to remember the laughter she sparked, the warmth she carried, and the strength she embodied. As we come together, family and friends, and all those whose lives she gently shaped, we celebrate a woman whose presence made the world kinder, brighter, and more beautiful. May this time be one of reflection, comfort, and love as we honor her memory and the lasting legacy she leaves in each of us. We begin today's program with an opening prayer which will be led on screen by Praveen Adari. May we all please rise.
शुक्लाम्बरधरं विष्णुं शशिवर्णं चतुर्भुजं प्रसन्नवदनं ध्यायेत् सर्वविघ्नोपशान्तये शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिरुध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथम् श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने श्रीराम नाम वरानन ॐ नमः श्रीरामचन्द्र परब्रह्मणे नमः।
Ladies and gentlemen, may we all please remain standing and offer a moment of silence as we mourn the loss of Auntie Padmini's brother, Brian Naidu, and the loss of Uncle Ricky's brother, Bala Naidu. Thank you. You may be seated. I'd like to call upon our first speaker, respected Pandit Mrs. L. Benimado, who's a Vedic priest and deputy president of the Arya Samaj South Africa, who will address you.
Families and families. We normally would say families and friends, right? But family and friends become families. All of you that are seated here are seated like families. Okay? So we will all listen to what I have to say. So as the 1 year of Mom's passing is upon us, I know that in the last year you have spent much time reflecting on both her death and life. Grieving is a complex and a very difficult process. It is possible that you may not have come to terms with the reality of it. You remembered her a lot in your conversations, and importantly, you spoke of the many ways her legacy continues to influence you and the family. For example, what did she teach us? And how do we continue that in our life? It's now almost a year later. Everyone is more settled, so it's time to reconnect and reflect on life and death. And I thank you for allowing me to share this important time with you. Firstly, let's talk about the uncomfortable topic of death. We don't talk about it. Right? Because some of us feel that you will be, the older people generation feel that you want them to leave this world. A lot of us don't prepare for it. Yet we all know that we are going to die one day and leave behind the people we love who will find it very difficult to deal with our death. All living beings are on a journey to return to that cosmic consciousness, in other words, back to God. So, when a person dies, it is taking a step closer to its permanent home, which we call moksha. That is why when a person dies, a Hindu does not say, rest in peace, because the soul does not rest. The soul journeys on according to its own, I don't like to use the word karma, but actions, because we perform good karma and bad karmas in our lives. Until it reaches moksha, the soul journeys on into its final peaceful state. That is why we say Om Shanti. When a loved one dies, it is only natural to cry and feel sad. Grief is a normal part of life. And yes, we must cry. We must cry because we must feel our own pain. And if we bottle it up, we become ill. But we must not let that sorrow dominate our thoughts and emotions. At some point, we must start to gently remind ourselves that even though we are all on this path of life together, our journeys end at different times. We must remind ourselves that each one of us here are souls, because we have come into the world individual. We are not bound or tethered together. We do not own each other, and therefore cannot hold on to what was never ours in the first place. Remember, we are not human beings on a spiritual journey. We are spiritual beings on a human journey. Hinduism is not a religion. It's a way of life. And each one of us must take time to establish our relationship with God. Now, when we talk about God, there are so many different deities that we do pray to, each one of its own. But nobody has seen God or what He looks like. Everybody has their own picture, their own image, their own vision of what God looks like. But we believe that there is a divine consciousness that controls the universe, right? So we have to establish our relationship with Him. Therefore, we must live by what we call the values of our dharma. And the message is out there in the universe, because the 5 elements, earth, water, fire, air, and ether, is what we live by. They are, you can actually call our devatas. Because when you look at the sun, most of us pray to the sun early in the morning. And then there is water. Without water we cannot live. And if we do not have air, then none of us will be living either. And if the sun doesn't shine, then we are all dead. So the sun shines every morning, radiating its light on us for the benefit of all creations. Not discriminating, not judging, and never asking for anything in return. Because the heavenly regions never ask Mother Earth, I have been nourishing you, nurturing you all this time. What have you done for me? Even the rivers that flow, quenching the thirst of thousands of people, ask for nothing. Both the sun and the river perform selfless service. And by selfless service is what we or how we reach moksha in our lives. As human beings, made up of the same 5 elements, all of our bodies are made of earth, water, fire, air, and ether. So the message is that we should be behaving like the 5 elements in the universe. Right? When we leave this earth, we are not judged by the wealth we have accumulated, but how many less fortunate people we have assisted, the charitable organizations we have helped and supported. And the more we give, the more we receive. By doing so, we create our spiritual path in this lifetime and the next. So when we talk about earlier I told you about God, just as the tiny drops of water make that mighty ocean, we are all the tiny souls that make up the community and we make up the society. Like that, God makes up the entire universe. So families, we dice with death every day in our lives. It is the greatest gamble none of us have control over. For example, yesterday when that temple in Bethlehem collapsed, how many of us thought that in a temple people will be all crushed? And some of them have lost their life. I was just reading my phone, and that Vicky Prabhu has passed on as well. So when we leave home, we don't know whether we are coming back. So all what we have to do is, let's live life meaningfully with each other, with joy, sweetness, and love at all times. Thank you. Namaste.
Thank you, Pandit Naidu. To celebrate the life and times of my late Aunt Padmini, we have a singer whom my aunt enjoyed listening to thoroughly, Mr. Sanjay. I now hand you over to Sanjay.
Check sound. Vidaiga ninu vinago cheta veru veru ra vinaraja vinayega gajamuga gajamuga gananada gajamuga gajamuga gananada siddhi vinayaka sharanam sharanam gajamuga gajamuga gananada siddhi vinayaka sharanam sharanam gajamuga gajamuga gananada Putulu devamo guru nive Putulu devamo guru nive Sairavana bhava muga sharanam sharanam Sairavana bhava muga sharanam sharanam Gajamuga gajamuga gananada Siddhi vinayaka sharanam sharanam Gajamuga gajamuga gananada Siva 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 sharanam sharanam Sri Ganesha sharanam sharanam Om Vinayaka Nita namastu Om Vinayaka Nita namastu Om Gurudeva sharanam sharanam Gajamuga gajamuga gananada Siddhi vinayaka sharanam sharanam Gajamuga gajamuga gananada Amma talli kalivani Nivo mammulu kapadu Amma talli kalivani Nivo mammulu kapadu Talli amma sarvati Namaskaram amma namaskaram Namaskaram amma namaskaram Sadhukurani kalyani Sadhukurani kalyani Kalvi ki guruve brovave Kalvi ki guruve brovave Amma talli kalivani నీవో మమ్ములు కాపాడు తల్లి అమ్మా సర్వతి నమస్కారం అమ్మ నమస్కారం నమస్కారం అమ్మ నమస్కారం ఆనందమో పరమానందమో ఆనందమో పరమానందమో ఆడి పాడి వేడిదని ఆడి పాడి వేడిదని అమ్మ తల్లి కలివాణి నీవో మమ్ములు కాపాడు తల్లి అమ్మ సరస్వతి నమస్కారం అమ్మ నమస్కారం నమస్కారం అమ్మ నమస్కారం నమస్కారం అమ్మ నమస్కారం లింగవదారా लोग सिंगारा ओम नमो पार्वती नमदेवाय लिंगवदारा लोग सिंगारा ओम नमो पार्वती नमदेवाय लिंगवदारा लोग सिंगारा ओम नमो पार्वती नमदेवाय लोग जगन्नाथा ओम परमेशा लोग जगन्नाथा ओम परमेशा श्रीनिवासा ये जगदीशा श्रीनिवासा ये जगदीशा हरगरनादा आनंदपादा कैलासवेश साकुरुवासा हरगरनादा आनंदपादा कैलासवेश साकुरुवासा भक्त सगाया परलोकवासा भक्त सगाया परलोकवासा दीननादा हरगरतारा दीननादा हरगरतारा लिंगवदारा लोग सिंगारा ओम नमो पार्वती
Ladies and gentlemen, in the Naidu household, charity is a way of life. During COVID, Padmini and Ricky started a sandwich and grocery distribution drive in Malagasy. Soon thereafter, many family members and friends joined and started to contribute. This allowed Friends of Charity, NPC, a non-profit organization, to be registered, which has now expanded to serve the greater KZN community. Auntie Padmini was in the process of starting a sanitary pad drive to assist vulnerable schoolgirls, but God had other plans. She assisted the Amshlanga kitchen and was an active member. My aunt stood by her family even if it meant standing alone. Today's turnout stands testament to that. This, ladies and gentlemen, was my aunt. Our next speaker to address you is Winnie Mkize, manageress of the Nearwen Shashaya Homes, who will then be followed by our service group.
MC has introduced me. My name is Winnie Kize. As we're here to pay tribute to our late Aunt Padmini, I'd like to share with you a little bit about this lovely family, which has been a rock for our home. Mia Wanshishaya Home is a residential facility for people with disabilities. We have youth, adults and elderly, and there's 35 of them that we care for. Most of them got no families. Our association with the Naidu family began even before my time. There was a Stella Hill trust that came in and they renovated our dining hall and kitchen, which is still being used by our residents even at the moment. Also Mr. Nanda, the late Mr. Nanda Naidu, he has helped us a lot. He was distributing vegetables and fruits on an ongoing basis. We have Dr. Kraken, who also assisted us a lot even during COVID. He sponsored even the assistive devices to our residents like commodes. Our very own chairman is also part of this family, Mr. Naidu, who's doing a fantastic job for the last 20 years. And it does a lot of charity. My knowledge of Ricky also started 5 years ago. Ricky, we call him the father of Mia Wanshishaya Home because he's always there. He always ensures the needs of our residents are met. Whenever they have birthdays, whenever there's memorials, whenever there's any joyful event, they just call me and say, Winnie, we'd like to come and give a meal. Not just a meal, but a meal you can eat in expensive restaurants. And they give to all 35 residents and the staff. I'd like to thank each and every member of this family. Can't mention all of them. Some of them are even in Australia, but they sent even Woolworths to come bring us donations, milk, sugar, bread, all that they ensure. I just want to say thank you so much, Ricky, for what you have done for our home, for forming even a golf committee to assist the home in raising funds. I think the last act of Aunt Padmini was 3 years ago. She called and said, "When I got a lot of toys from my grandchildren, and they were also moving house, and there was furniture that they wanted to give away. So we sent our transport to collect, and they said, wow, this is very good stuff. What are we going to do with it? Where are we going to keep it?" That's when we started the first market day in our home, and we raised funds based on all that. So may his soul rest in peace, and we know we're not going to stop doing what you do, not only to Shishaya Homes, but in all other NPOs as well. We love you so much.
Thank you, Winnie.
Kundalavasa Shri Venkatesa Rangana Yed Kundalavasa Shri Venkatesa Rangana Hari Hari Rama Chandra Hari Hari Rama 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 Yed Kundalavasa Shri Venkatesa Ramana 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 Hari Hari Rama Chandra Hari Hari Rama 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 Bhaktivan Leela బ్రహ్మ కుండలవా పక్షివాణి నీలా శ్రీ బ్రహ్మ కుండలవా పక్షివాణి నీలా శ్రీ బ్రహ్మ కుండలవా పక్షివాణి నీలా శ్రీ బ్రహ్మ కుండలవా హరి హరి రామ చంద్ర హరి హరి రామ 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 పెద పెద దండలకు రామ హరి హరి రామ రామ పెదలు ఏ రామ హరి హరి రామ పెద పెద దండలకు రామ హరి హరి రామ రామ పెదలు ఏ రామ హరి హరి రామ హరి హరి రామ చంద్ర 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 హరి హరి రామ హరి హరి నారాయణ ఆయాది నారాయణ కరుణించే మమ్మేలో కబులలో శ్రీరామ రామ ఓ రామ రామయ్యా హరి రామ రామ రామయ్యో రామ ఆనందమో నందమో దాసమరులా వందనమో వందనమో వద పుణ్యశీలా హరి హరి నారాయణ ఆది నారాయణ కరుణించే మమ్మేలో కబులలో శ్రీరామ రామ రామేతి రమే రామే మనోరమే సహస్రనామ తత్తుల్యం రామ నామ వరాననే రామ 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 సీతా రామ రాఘవ స్వామిని మణి నమ్మి హరి తెచ్చుకోవయ్యా రామ 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 సీతా రామ రాఘవ స్వామిని మణి నమ్మి హరి తెచ్చుకోవయ్యా రామ 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 సీతా రామ రాఘవ స్వామిని మణి నమ్మి హరి తెచ్చుకోవయ్యా తండ్రి రామ 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 సీతా రామ రాఘవ స్వామిని మణి నమ్మి హరి తెచ్చుకోవయ్యా పుణ్య కరిగా చిన్నప్పుడు వారి రావయ్యా విన్న పములాల చెంది నందగోవయ్యా సాధినాది చేసిన రాజరి వంటో ప్రాత కమలో బాపుల కరిణ ధర్మ శరణి రామ 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 సీతా రామ రాఘవ స్వామిని మణి నమ్మి హరి తెచ్చుకోవయ్యా తండ్రి రామ 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 సీతా రామ రాఘవ స్వామిని మణి నమ్మి హరి తెచ్చుకోవయ్యా రూపతి మా పంగు పాదవారా ప్రాతిని कदी गुरना करना पीछे के राधा तल्ली संगी मेरे तल्लु रावण की चल्लनाना रूपा जोगनी परिणमय रंगी ओ राम 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 सीता राम राघव स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया ओ तल्ली राम 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 सीता राम राघव स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया ओ प्रसंगो भोगा विचदावना राकुला मारा वनिका वादिना माना वासी कंजिली वानी जय वासी मैयन्ना दोसी गोविंद नारायण नासुदानन्ना ओ राम 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 सीता राम राघव स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया ओ तन्वी राम 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 सीता राम राघव स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया राम 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 सीता राम राघव स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया राम 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 सीता राम राघव स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया स्वामिनी वनि नम्मी देवरी चित्त प्रोगैया
Ladies and gentlemen, our next speaker is Naidu.
Good afternoon, family and friends, and everyone streaming in from Canada. Hello, Aliana and Risharia. Firstly, I would like to thank you all for attending today's function, celebrating the life of a phenomenal woman, my mother, Padmini Naidu. I had delayed writing the speech until the last minute, mostly because I don't think words can properly explain my mother. Yet here I am trying. The past 11 months have been the longest, yet quickest months. It doesn't feel real not having her here. I think most Indian parents threaten their children with the line, "When I'm gone, then you'll see," as my mother did. Well, yeah, mother, we're seeing, and it ain't that great. Your absence is still deeply felt because the love you gave us was constant and unconditional. But I'm grateful for all the time we did have with my mother. I do have to say, my mother lived a good life. No matter what the situation was, she knew how to live life to the fullest, and one of the most important ways of doing that was spending time with the people that mattered the most to her, family. She fulfilled her role as a daughter, wife, mother, and family member with quiet strength and devotion. She taught us not only through words, but through her actions, how to care for others, how to remain grounded, and how to face life with patience and grace, with that big smile on her face. I can just picture her sitting here today, singing along with the bhajans. I can hear her beautiful singing voice in my ear. I know this is definitely the best way to celebrate her. So thank you for singing her favorite song so beautifully. My mom was our biggest supporter. She'd be at all our school functions, extracurriculars, and would post everything and like everything of ours on social media. And I'm pretty sure she'd be on your social media too, liking everything, every little post. She supported our dreams and was there throughout. She'd take me for dance classes all the way to Reservoir Hills and sit and wait for me. Make sure I had the perfect outfits, jewelry and makeup for performances. My mom would do anything to see Eval and Somisha and I smile. and of course her grandchildren. I mean, the woman came to visit me in India just 2 months after me moving because she had to see her baby again. And she brought sweet rice and burmukas with her all the way to India. And it did make me the happiest. These past 11 months have taught us that grief doesn't disappear, it changes shape. Some days it is heavy and other days it is gentle. But woven through that grief is gratitude. Gratitude for the time we had with her, for the lessons she taught us, and for the values she instilled in us. I miss her so much, but she forever lives on in us. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank everyone who has shown their support and love to us throughout this year. The messages, the phone calls, the visits have been much appreciated. I'm grateful for the support system that my mother has left us with. It's because of the people that my parents are that we have such a great support system. It's something that not everyone has, and we are incredibly grateful for it. I'd like to mention, even though I know I don't have to, Darling Mommy, Samantha, Uncle Dan, Priyanka, Bashwadna, Vivekapa, Bhaveshan, Senti, Shayvon, Suvash and Andrea for always literally looking out for us, being there for us, cooking for us, literally everything, everything. And putting up with my dark jokes, I'm really sorry. But my mother died, so I'm allowed to. I know my mother would be fine with it, so. And I know she's at peace knowing that we have your love and support just as much as it was there when she was here. We are beyond grateful for everything that you do for us. Mama, you may no longer be with us, but you live in everything we do. In our choices, in our kindness, and our resilience, you remain present. You will forever be in our hearts and minds, and love you always, and may you genuinely be at peace. I love you, Mama.
Thank you, sweetie. Back to Sam.
पलके मंगर मायना पलके मंगर मायना गोविंद पानी पलके मंगर मायना पलके मंगर मायना गोविंद पानी पलके मंगर मायना पलके मंगर मायना गोविंद पानी पलके मंगर मायना पलके मंगर माय पिलसीन पलके मंगर माय पिलसीन पलकवे कलिलो ने नाम स्मरणा कलिलो ने नाम स्मरणा पलवानो चंचल कंठ पलके मंगर मायना पलके मंगर मायना गोविंद पानी पलके मंगर मायना ಎಂತವರಿ ನನಗೆ ಸುಂದರಯ್ಯನು ಎಂತವರಿ ನನಗೆ ಸುಂದರಯ್ಯನು ಪಂಟಾಮು ಚೇರಿ
next item will be rendered via a clip by Auntie Padmini's pride and joy, her grandchildren.
Baby news, my heart just broke in two. I wish you could have stayed with me, but haven't needed you. You left me in memories, and I love you dearly still. No matter how much time goes by, you know I always will. You are a very special person with kindness in your heart, and the love we had together, we are stronger now when apart. I know I cannot bring you back, although I wish it every day, but a piece of you went with me the day you went away. Dear Nana, I thought of you today, but that is nothing new. I thought about you yesterday, and the days before that too. I think of you in silence. I often speak your name. All I have are memories, and your picture in a frame. Your memory is a keepsake, which will never part. God has you in his arms, Mama, and I have you in my heart. I love you, Mama.
Sound 2. Namo Venkatesa, Namo Tirumalesa, Namo Venkatesa, Namo Venkatesa, Namo Tirumalesa. Namo Venkatesa, Namo Tirumalesa, Mahanandamaye, O Mahadeva Deva, Mahanandamaye, O Mahadeva Deva, Namo Venkatesa, Namo Tirumalesa.
was a people's person and admired by all. She had an amazing relationship with her siblings, their children, and her grandchildren. Our next speaker is someone Auntie Padmini played an influential role in her upbringing, my daughter, Naidu. Yeah?
My mom, the epitome of beauty, elegance, and kindness. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Dolly's youngest granddaughter, Rita. It is a difficult task to pay tribute to someone who was as amazing as my mom and who had transcended the lives of so many people on her short journey in life. Growing up, Nonama was the one person who stood up for me, no matter what. My cousins probably heard the phrase, "Why aren't you playing with Rita?" many times while growing up, when I would run to Nonama and complain to her, crying about them. She was there for my family and I through the good and the bad. She was able to tell when something was wrong before I could even finish saying hello. She was the most supportive, helpful, and loving person you would ever meet. My Nonama was also the best chef, and she would always make the best soju. My brother and I would just have to mention that we want soju, and the next day, she'd call us and tell us to come and fetch some. I'll always remember the way Nonama had cared for my brother and I while growing up. She was there for us, my mom wasn't around. We always knew we could count on her for absolutely anything, no matter the time or the issue. Her hugs, her smile, and her laugh had the ability to cheer us up in an instant. She was the one person who laughed at my dad's jokes, and she would still be laughing long after the joke had been said. To my dad, this was a sign that he was the funniest person ever, and he always knew he could count on her to laugh at his jokes. I will forever remember how deeply Nonama cared for my cousins, brother, and I while growing up. The wonderful spoils, the big gestures, and the way she always looked out for our well-being, taking us in as her own grandchildren. Those moments shaped our childhood, and we had the best times at Nonama and Rikuda's house creating memories. Nonama always took pride in the way she dressed. No matter where she went, her hair was done. And I'll always remember her for the beautiful flowers that she would wear in her hair. To my Nonama, family meant absolutely everything, and I could proudly say that she was the greatest inspiration to us all. She showed us how to care for one another, and how there was nothing more important than family. Nonama lived her life to the fullest, going on many overseas holidays, parasailing in Mauritius, and paragliding off Signal Hill. She truly was the coolest granny. And I want to say thank you to Ricky Dad for truly giving her the best life possible. I miss her morning messages, her bubbly nature, her jokes, and her caring personality. And there's nothing that can fill the void in my heart that she has left. I know that she has rejoiced with Queenie Mama, Mani Tata, my grandfather Glenn, and her eldest brother Brian Mom, and that gives me a sense of comfort. I know that she is smiling down on us and looking out for us. I love you, Nonama, and I miss you more than you can imagine. Till we meet again, my beautiful granny.
Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Govinda Gopal Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Govinda Gopal Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Radhe, Govinda Govinda Gopal Radhe, Venu Vilola Vijaya Gopala, Govinda Govinda Gopal Radhe, Venu Vilola Vijaya Gopala, Govinda Govinda Gopal Radhe, Bhakta Vatsala Bhagavana Priya, Govinda Govinda Gopal Radhe, Bhakta Vatsala Bhagavana Priya, Govinda Govinda
Ladies and gentlemen, the Naidu family would like to thank each and every one of you for taking the time out to attend. Thank you to all who assisted in today's function, to Mr. Prevan Naidu from the baking pan for the abundant supply of eats during the funeral, Mr. Ashwin Singh from Shiv Security for providing security free of charge during the funeral period, Mr. Charles Naidu for standing by our family and for the use of his venue, and thank you to his staff. Rajiv Jaina for standing by our family and for his contribution today. The Glenn Naidu family for your amazing support from the funeral to now. Sanjay and Truth for the awesome Telugu music. To the caterers, Punish Foods for the scrumptious meals. To Uncle Ricky, on behalf of my mum, her siblings and their families, we'd like to thank you for giving Auntie Padmini the best life only dreams are made of. Together you have built an empire and a legacy, have traveled the world and have created memories to last a lifetime. Her send-off and a memorial today is fit for a queen. Again, thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have a very big gathering. We'll now commence with the Aradhani. The family and the children will go first, and I would like for you all to come thereafter in groups. Thereafter, Sanjay will close with Aarti.
We want to dedicate this next song, especially to our late Amma. Nive Nama Jodi, Prem Jodi, Jeevan Jodi. Nive Nama Jodi, Prem Jodi.
गरुड गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन सिर सत मम नित्यम् मन सिर सत मम नित्यम्
Can we fit again? Start coming forward along the aisle, please. Thank you.
गरुड गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन सिर सत मम नित्यम् गरुड गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन सिर सत मम नित्यम् मन सिर सत मम नित्यम् मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा जन जनयन विधि नमुचि हरण मुख विबुध विनुद पद पद्मा जन जनयन विधि नमुचि हरण मुख विबुध विनुद पद पद्मा विबुध विनुद पद पद्मा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा भुजग शयन भव मदन जनक मम जनन मरण भयारी भुजग शयन भव मदन जनक मम जनन मरण भयारी जनन मरण भयारी मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा शंख चक्रधर दुष्ट दैत्य हर सर्वलोक शरणा शंख चक्रधर दुष्ट दैत्य हर सर्वलोक शरणा सर्वलोक शरणा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा भगवित गुण गण शरण शरण कवितरित सुर ऋतुजाला भगवित गुण गण शरण शरण कवितरित सिर ऋतुजाला वितरित सुर ऋतुजाला मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा भक्तवर्य सिर दूर करुणया पाहि पारती प्रीतम् भक्तिवर्य सिर दूर करुणया पाहि पारती प्रीतम् पाहि पारती प्रीतम् मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा मम पापा गुरुदेवा गरुड गमन तव चरण कमल निगमन सिर सत मम नित्यम् मन सिर सत मम नित्यम् मम पापा गुरुदेवा 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 राम हरे राम हरे राम नील मेघ सामा
Dear family and friends, one urgent announcement please. There's a greyish BMW registration BL31HFZN. BL31HFZN. Can you please move your vehicle? You're causing an obstruction. Thank you. The family is rushing to get to the airport, please, if you don't mind. Jai Nandalala, Jai Gopala, Jai Nandalala, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Govinda, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam, Ayento Anandam, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam. Jai Nandalala, Jai Gopala, Jai Nandalala, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Govinda, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam, Ayento Anandam, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam, Ayento Anandam, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam. Jai Nandalala, Jai Gopala, Jai Nandalala, Jai 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 Nandalala, Jai Gopala, Jai Nandalala, Jai Jai Shri Radhe Govinda, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam, Ayento Anandam, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam, Ayento Anandam, Madhavajanal Chestamu Yento Anandam. Anandamuna Miri Rama Miri Rama Meko Siva Pakul Mama Shiva Jana Me Parv Sudavani Chep Bhasti Mama Shiva Jana Me
those of you who haven't started your dinner, serving stations are at the back. The Ricky Naidu family have put together a small memento for the evening. If you haven't received one, please get one from the ladies in front. A slightly odd request which Uncle Ricky insisted I mention. To those that would like to go up to the top, the bar is open. Auntie Padmini would have loved you all to celebrate this evening. We will now have the arati. If you can all stand where you are, and then we'll close.
सर्वमंगल रामा सीता सर्वविनोदा शांतिदा सर्वमंगल रामा सीता रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं रामनाम वरानने ओम द्यो शांति अंतरिक्षं शांति पृथिवी शांतिरामा शांति भूषदेव शांति वनस्पतेव शांति विश्वदेव शांतिर्ब्रह्मा शांति सर्वगं शांति शांतिरेव शांति सामा शांतिरेवी ओम सर्वेषां स्वस्ति भवतु सर्वेषां शांति भवतु सर्वेषां पूर्णं भवतु सर्वेषां मंगलं भवतु ओम